spaced it. For some reason, I didn't put the two intersection monks right here. It's a Sunday. Finding that extra dryad, so when the stupid fire line comes by, it doesn't just torch my monk right there and destroy the intersection. We'll wait till the next time we can power up, and then we'll see what else we can shuffle around here. So if I'm merging these rank 2s, I risk getting a sword. I'd rather not have that late game like this, so we'll wait it out. Combine those later. So we've got 3 bosses that can potentially suck, especially with Dark Priest. We may want to wait just a few seconds to push this, so that during the 10-second power up, we're not going to be getting the cards thrown at us right there at the end when we can't do anything like this. But it doesn't really matter anyway if they're putting them on there. Okay, so we'll sit on this for just a little while. We'll see if the fire line comes by and destroys any of these lower level monks. But the advantage with the faction blessing for this week is we have a chance of these monks getting powered up since it's Kingdom of Light. So we'll bank on that just for a little bit. We'll see. Because for his Inquisitors, he's only got 4, and of course Knight statues. But once those are all leveled up, he doesn't really have anything else that will be leveled up. And for every new Inquisitor that he throws on the field, he's just eating with his scrapper. So it doesn't really matter that way later on. These 3 bosses, there's not really any concern here. Monkey King can suck late game where their health is a lot higher. So if you're trying to push through, you know, double this or whatever. But this right here, we're good. He likes to laugh. That's cool. He's having fun. That's good. I'm glad he's having fun. This is where he dies. We'll see. He's got his Inquisitors positioned everywhere all over the field where Monkey King can destroy, except for the guy in the corner there. Good game. $4.9 billion. Pretty average. Crappy part is when you face people at higher crit levels like this, every game is like 15 to 20 minutes, and it just can take a while. Alright, let's see. Let's see if it's the same stupid sharpshooter deck or if we can actually get something different to go up against. Looks like everyone's playing this deck with Inquisitor, and if they're not, they're adding Clock in. Clock is another one that's just really big right now, with the faction blessing being Kingdom of Light. Oh, cool. Another monk player. He's got a higher level gadget, and that's gonna suck. So we know that his equipment, not only is he sucking our mana, but he is, for every mini boss, he's giving himself a chance to send over a shaman to eat one of our units. Love that. Okay, so keeping in mind we've got these three, but where we're making an intersection, we're going to want to align them along horizontally here. So we're going to look for a monk to put it right here. And we'll start the line here so that this guy is one of our intersection monks. And we'll go from there. Definitely sucks that he's taking that much mana from us though. And the fact that he has a higher level gadget where it's 15 or above, he fills the board faster with the boosted tiles. So all around we have a disadvantage. Love that. We'll see if the orb pops up on one of these here. There we go. Okay. Board here. So the sword can start giving us what we want here. See if the orb pops up here so we can copy that one with Harlequin. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. That works. Okay, so we gotta start filling things here. We got Tribunal, which we should be fine. The second part is all of these are debuffed for the time being. We'll see if our sword can help us out there. There we go. That helps a bit. So it looks like he's waiting just with the one monk to level it up every single time that 60 seconds rolls around, which is fine. He can do that if he wants. He still doesn't have it on the gold tile. I'm sure he wishes it was right there instead. Just need to get some dryads now so we can start hitting those orbs as they pop up. But I think personally I have the advantage over the fact that he's using Blessing instead of Equilibrium. I don't know. You can take it for what it's worth. Everyone has different opinions right now. I would say recently, with the most recent balance changes, update, Equilibrium got the boost there. And I swear every time I play Blessing now, it's just not as powerful, which is frustrating because in the past I always used Blessing and that's just what worked best for me. And now Equilibrium is slightly better. So even though he hasn't had a ton of monks or he keeps eating them, you can see I, as of now, have more orbs than he does stacks. So now he's got 11. He's getting there. I say he'll most likely have more stacks than me as the game goes on, but the fact that mine is 3% increasing damage for each of these. Personally, I like that better. If something goes wrong and for whatever reason he loses, this monk gets taken out by assassin, or if he's playing like a meteor deck, for example, meteor that's max level can just randomly, when merging, shoot a meteorite to take out some of the units, and I've played against those and it really sucks if they take out that main unit when it's not shielded. So let's see if we can start boosting this a bit more. So his board's basically already completed, and I've still got a couple, what I think, one more before it's filled with the gadget boosted tiles. See, that's what I'm worried about there. So for the lower level monks, the lower merge rank monks, I gotta be careful there, where after we defeat a boss, we go through the round. His equipment here that's boosted on his spear can come take out my guys there. Oh well, I'll let that one go down. Okay, I'd love for the orb to pop up down here. Let's see if it does that. Nope. Thank you. Still nothing, huh? Okay, well, we can at least do this. But I gotta keep in mind, Bedlam I'm not worried about, but with his boss. Not with his boss, but with the enchantment on his equipment. We didn't have to worry about it that round. Okay. And I think we're all ready for that. Yeah, down there. I picked kind of a random time to stream today. We got other people that are much more popular than I am who are streaming at the moment, so I'm really anticipating not many people being here. Okay, come on, we need... I don't know why we messed that up. Shouldn't have done that. honestly might cost us the game. Really cool. Come on. Not sure why we did that. Alright, come on. One more monk somewhere. Nope, not happening. Alrighty, whatever. That was a dumb mistake. Won't do that again. I don't even remember what happened, but merged something out I shouldn't have merged out. Leave this dryad sitting here for a little bit, just in case his enchanted spear decides to, well, never mind. Of course. Had to happen. Right as I'm saying that, that's awesome. Thank you, game. Okay, well, not too worried. He's got more stacks than us, but again, it's just on that one guy there. I didn't get a chance to look at what his crit was at. I don't have a way of looking at that here. Usually when they have a higher hero than I do, it's pretty easy to think that they have higher crit, but oh well, we'll see. I kind of want to merge out these swords, but we'll see what we do. So late game you can see I don't have many opportunities to find those orbs again, where either I merge out or add a dryad to the monk that has the orb. So it does have a disadvantage later game that way if I didn't stack enough. He has one intersection primarily that he's focused on. When playing Blessing, you can see as he merges out his monks, as he's actually able to use his mana. You can see I'm just sitting on mine at the moment, where I could merge these guys out if I really wanted to try that, but we'll see what we do. I think after these bosses, I will probably merge out a couple of these. We'll see where the orb is at that time. And because Dark Priest is towards the end of the bosses, we honestly could wait a few seconds before pushing our power up there, but that's fine. So I will go over there, we'll see what we get. That works for now. usually when we're late game like this, the biggest thing that's going to mess someone up is a miscalculation when it comes to virus, or if we get hit with Monkey King. Sometimes Bedlam can be the thing, but if we shield it right, then we usually don't have to worry about Bedlam too much. That sucks. Okay, so now you can see he's potentially going to be screwed if he can't figure out Virus here. So Virus is, if he can't get back to his power up real quick, since Blessing's really relying on that, then that's where he's at a disadvantage. Because now that 55 stacks that he has, he might be able to get back to it. I think I'm already back to my power up, so he may, yeah, just in the nick of time. He got lucky there. But that's a perfect example of how Virus can really screw things up for a monk player. Especially when they only have one intersection and they're relying on their main intersection monk to take care of everything. So with Virus coming up here, I'm not worried about the Warlocks, but with Virus coming up again, we'll see what happens. Really? Ooh, he got lucky there. Not there though. So now we say good game. Unless he can get another monk right there, which I don't think is gonna happen, but who knows, maybe I said good game too prematurely there, and now it's gonna come back to bite me in the butt. We'll see. So we'll see if Virus spreads it all anymore. But I think we'll be good, especially since we have our power up here. So it might spread, we'll see, but I think he's done for here. Or are we done for? We'll see. Freaking love Virus. I think we're good. Now that we'll see. This is probably a good game for one of us here. Most likely me, to be honest here. We'll see. Yep, for me. Look at that. Wonderful. So he barely got lucky there at the end where Virus almost took him out. A little bit higher than me in crit, but pretty solid match there. I think it just came down to the difference of being able to take out those final bosses there. Okay, we'll go one more here. It's tough for those past matches, specifically when they do have a higher hero and equipment. I think that was probably the main thing that made that a slight disadvantage on my part, but good game to him, he played that well. Let's see what's next here. Imagine that. Same freaking deck that everyone's playing. Everyone's so creative. I guess I don't have any room to talk there. I just play monk primarily, so it's whatever. Playing against the same deck can get kind of old though. Main thing here we want to focus on again are where the boosted tiles are. So these two are going to be where my main intersection monks are for the game. And hopefully as we go we can find a blue sword. Blue awakened sword quickly here. Early game as well, since we do have the Kingdom of Light faction blessing, we do want to focus on the main intersection monks to level those up first, preferably. And I know I can put this level 3 Dryad there, but I'd prefer to use it on a boosted monk here where the tiles are. If I do have the choice, that's what I'm going to do. This deck is so common, honestly, to play against right now. If you haven't seen my video that I just posted earlier today, about 12 hours ago, I played the same deck. Ironically, it's the deck that I played against just prior to that game too. It's like so prominent and prevalent right now in the meta. But this week even more so. Dryad, put it on the monk with the orb, since it's on the boosted tile. We're still getting a slight lag, it might be my internet then. So we're at about that time in the game, I think, what, a couple rounds in, where the Fire Lion, whatever he's actually called, I don't know, but he's going to be popping in soon, so we got to be careful where it could disrupt. Even though we don't have an intersection yet, this guy right here is pretty vulnerable. With our luck, probably go right there. So hopefully an orb will pop up there quick, but at least we have a level 1 Dryad now that we can rely on if that does happen. In these games, really the only thing a negative effect here with the red sword is going to have an impact on him with is his sharpshooters. Where it's going to the knight statue, to the scrappers, really doesn't matter, and the fact that he can just cleanse here the inquisitors, I don't really care too much to have those on there. It doesn't do me a ton. So, perfect. We can copy some of these here. Okay, let's shoot for a monk right here. Still nothing, huh? Sweet. Of course, the one place I don't really care to have an intersection right now. Oh well, we'll use it. Okay, so we got our first intersection finally. Now that we're several minutes into the game. What, 5 or 6 minutes into the game? Maybe more. Right there. Gosh dang it. Okay. Different one. Still not helpful. Come on. There we go. So much going on here. The aesthetics are great to look at, but when you have bullets flying, you got jelly coming in, pudding, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot going on. This one, even though he's helping, but the main intersection monks are all at 10, so I think we should be okay to merge this guy out. For a monk there, we didn't get it, of course. Well, that's not helpful either. Awesome. so much crap flying at me. Holy crap. Oh man. Okay. That works. That last line came in and hit our intersection. Awesome. Missed it. I'm still used to playing this on my phone, playing it on the computer. I'm not as savvy with the mouse. So in this situation, yeah, I could move this onto here and hope for a monk. That doesn't really do me a lot. When I power up, I could, if I did do that, I could bring it over here and merge it with that one. I could also go into that one and see what comes of it. But I think for now, we'll do that. And I won't summon yet. And then when we do power up, I'll merge it into this one. As long as the faction blessing doesn't level up first. Not helpful. So at this point, what I will probably be doing is waiting for another power up. I guess that could help. Waiting for another power up, and then using the rebirth talent on Monk. So right here, I probably want to go up. Doesn't matter. Now I don't have enough time. If I had about 40 seconds, give or take a few seconds, I could use the power up and get back to it in time for the bosses. Generally about 40 seconds is the time frame, 10 seconds is the power up, and 30 seconds for the regen. If you use it too early, you screw yourself over, because then you're just going into the bosses with no power up. And early game, that's fine, but later game, that's how you lose. So let's see, I'll probably pull this up over to here. Not helpful. Good game. So about the same crit, a little bit less. His gadget's just a level lower than mine, but he does have higher equipment. I think my spear is, my spear's level 10 now. Yeah, I have the gadget heroic item, but it really doesn't help a ton until I get to level 15 or higher. I don't think he had it, no. But this does help increase his crit. Good game. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.